Hey, Applied 30. We're going to talk about the axis of symmetry for this lesson. It's always written as x is equal to n, and that's because it's always going to be a vertical line going up and down. You might have noticed that all of our quadratics, this is just one example, they're always going to be perfectly symmetrical, meaning you should be able to draw a vertical line somewhere which can act as a mirror, where the left half is identical to the right half. So there's an equation that we use to find the axis of symmetry, and it's a pretty simple one. It's x equals, and it's like that because our equation will always be x equals something. So x equals x1 plus x2 divided by 2. And that's only true when y1 and y2 are equal to each other. Now, what do these small numbers mean? Well, they're just placeholders. So you're not doing any math with the 1 and the 2. They're just telling you that you have one x and one y value, and then those match up together. And you have another x and another y value, and those match up together as well. The only thing that needs to be true about that is you need two y values that are identical to each other. So you have to look on a horizontal axis of some sort and find a point where your quadratic crosses over that horizontal axis. I've chosen two easy points. This one over here is 0, 4. So I haven't moved anywhere on my x-axis, but I've moved up 4 units. And my other point is over on this end, where I've moved 2 units over on my x-axis and I've moved up 4 units on my y-axis. So my y values, my y1 and my y2 are both 4, that's okay. My x1 and my x2 are different numbers, but since my y values are the same, we can plug them into that equation. So the math in this example is pretty straightforward. 0 plus 2 divided by 2. 0 plus 2 is 2. You have to do the addition first. You divide by 2, 2 over 2 is equal to 1. So at 1, where x equals 1, I should have an axis of symmetry. So if I was to draw a line that goes straight up and down at x equals 1, that should split my graph up perfectly in half. Now, it's not always going to be that nice. That's why we use this example, because this example is nice. But sometimes it'll be a little bit more difficult. You might get some decimals, you might get some fractions. But as long as you're following the formula and you understand that your y values have to be the same, it is always going to give you an axis of symmetry.